Like this video and subscribe to our channel, or else you'll fly economy class for the rest of your life. Unless you want that. The world is ever changing. Certain trends are even said to evolve. It wasn't so long ago that both the middle class and the upper class, which is the category that billionaires belong to, used the same vessels for traveling, especially for luxurious travels. In the early 90s, it was huge ships with luxurious floors allocated to the extremely wealthy passengers on board. But today, we now have flying metallic birds that can do the same jobs as ships, with the same luxury found on such floors in those ships, but for far less the time for passengers to reach their destination. Today's list will be on some of the most expensive private jets modern-day billionaires own. Stick around to find out who makes our list today. Number 10. Oprah Winfrey, Bombardier Global Business Jet. It took a bad meeting with a fan for the richest black woman on the planet to finally decide that she needed her jet. TV host and media personality Oprah Winfrey asked her lawyers to begin arrangements for her jet purchase after an unpleasant meeting with a fan at the airport. Her production company got her the Bombardier Global Express XRS VIP business jet, which, at the time of the purchase, was one of the most luxurious jets in the airspace, with its exquisite all-leather interior, which can be custom designed to allow an enhanced cabin layout with 9 cushy leather seats and aesthetically placed lighting. The jet, which was bought for $40 million, seats between 13 and 19 passengers, and is capable of moving from one end of the earth to another with the need to refuel just once. Despite the mouth-watering luxurious amenities, the media mogul still felt the need to join the ever-increasing list of owners of the Gulfstream G business jet series. The new jet, which she got for over $60 million, was delivered to her in 2016 and has since become her go-to jet for important interviews, including her recent controversial interview with Prince Harry and wife Meghan Markle. Number 9. Elon Musk, Gulfstream G650ER. With plans drawn and perhaps construction already underway, it won't be long before Tesla begins to manufacture their airplanes, including private jets as well. But in the meantime, co-founder and CEO Elon Musk has his jets for his numerous business and personal travels. The tech genius currently owns 2 private jets in the form of the Gulfstream G650ER and the Gulfstream G550, which was recently acquired due to Elon's busy travel schedule. He had run over 150,000 miles on the G650, which he bought for around $70 million in 2016, and thus needed another jet. The G650ER, which is owned by several billionaires including Oprah Winfrey, is said to be the Rolls-Royce of private jets with its impressive specs. The specs sheet begins with Gulfstream's impressive speed of 600 miles per hour, with the aid of its Rolls-Royce BR725 engines and ability to reach an altitude of 49,000 feet, thereby evading zones of turbulence. The improved engines give the jet an efficient thrust reverse system, optimized wing aerodynamics, and the ability to take off excellently both in conditions of high temperature and high altitude. As far as comfort goes, the G650ER is synonymous with space for the cabins, which equals more head and legroom for passengers, to the kitchen, recreational areas, and toilet facilities. All of these under the protection of many advanced flight safety features that includes high-tech cockpit, plane view 2, and other security features. The G550 is also capable in its rights with its ability to seat up to 17 passengers and the reconfiguration of the seats into beds. The $14 million rated jet can be custom built and fitted to the desires of the buyer, and Elon did pick that option, but has refused to give details on the custom fittings. The choice to pick between 2 luxurious jets is perhaps everyone's dream, but for the former PayPal co-founder, his picks, according to his needs, are obvious. Number 8. Donald Trump, Boeing 757-200. Former U.S. President and reality TV show producer Donald Trump is on our list for owning a Boeing 757-200 that was bought for $100 million from the previous owner, Paul Allen. The outspoken billionaire, known for his huge towers spread around the country, has since purged undisclosed amounts of money into the jet to suit his taste for luxury. This includes revamping the cabins with plush cream leathers and gold-plating nearly everything on the plane, including the sink and seatbelt holster, while imprinting his name on nearly every surface on the plane as well. The cost of the plane and the expensive renovation that came after, and that still goes on even up till now, makes the Trump Force One one of the most expensive business jets still flying around today. Number 7. Jeff Bezos, Gulfstream G650ER. Once the richest man in the world, a title which he held for a while until Elon Musk's takeover, with a worth of over $170 billion, there's no doubt Jeff Bezos is ridiculously rich and well capable of getting nearly anything money can buy. He has since shown that he can splash the cash with some crazy expensive purchases that include splashing more than $96 million on 4 penthouses in DC, starting a space exploration company, and buying the Washington Post for over $250 million. For such a huge spender, it would be unfathomable to think that Jeff would be queuing up in the airport to get across to his several investments around the world whenever he wanted to. Jeff sold his Dassault Falcon 900EX to create room to get the Gulfstream 650ER. He bought the first G650ER in 2015 and got another in 2019, and had both of them hanging in his hangar, which he had built in 2015 when he bought the first jet. The hangar cost him $5.5 million to build, which brings the total amount for his aircraft purchases to around $136 million, as each 650ER costs $65 million. Now, we are not aware if Jeff had any customizations done on his plane, but we are aware of what the interiors of the gorgeous 8-seater plane look like. It is worth noting that the e-commerce tycoon sold a jet that could seat up to 16 passengers and had to get 2 8-seater planes that would make up the number, and for more than $100 million in the price difference. The Gulfstream G650ER must have made quite the impression on the billionaire, wouldn't you say? Trump's shiny jet interior or Bezos' expensive plane collection might seem impressive, but they pale greatly to the next 5 on our list. Keep watching to find out how. Number 6. Mark Cuban, Gulfstream 5. The entrepreneur, TV personality, and investor Mark Cuban is best known for being the blunt and outspoken co-owner of the Dallas Mavericks. His record of having the highest number of league fines given to any owner is well documented, but it's one of the reasons behind his fame as far as the NBA is concerned. Mark mentioned in an interview that the reason he decided to get a jet as soon as he could, and for the price in which he did, was due to the ease of getting to his destinations while saving time not queuing up at the airport. When he got his Gulfstream 5 in 1995, he did so by writing his name in the sands of time by paying $40 million electronically for the plane, which he had never stepped in before. The Gulfstream 5, which is one of the 3 jets that Mark owns, is a long-range, large business jet capable of flying at the height of 51,000 feet with the aid of the twin Rolls-Royce engines installed. Beyond its amazing flying range, the jet is just as luxurious as any in its class, with its floors which are dressed in planked walnut with black ebony accents, a gallery that features Casablanca marble, and leather-covered lounge, all washed in soft lighting to give you that welcoming feeling of being in a luxury hotel. The bedrooms are all en suite, with beds that can go from sitting to sleeping positions. The oval windows are also capable of going from transparent to dark, which aids in having a restful sleep. The winning billionaire has 2 other jets, a Boeing 757 for the Dallas Mavericks and a 767, which is primarily rented out for chartered flights. Number 5. Roman Abramovich, Boeing 767-33A-ER. One of Russia's richest men, known for his expensive luxurious fleets, but more popular for his ruthlessness when it comes to sacking coaches in football, Roman Abramovich is in the top 5 of our list for his impressive number of luxurious jets. He owns 3 of these luxurious jets, a customized Boeing 767-33A-ER, nicknamed the Bandit, worth $80 million, Boeing 737-700, worth $73 million, and the Boeing 767-300 plane worth $67 million, bringing his aircraft worth to over $200 million. The Bandit, which is the most expensive of the 3, is also the most extravagant, with its ridiculously stacked interiors. The jet can carry as many as 30 people. The jet's bedrooms are of the same kind of luxury that you can find in the most luxurious hotels in the world, with double beds, sheets made from the best materials, and affluent interiors that glisten in hues of gold. The specific use of chestnut wood and gold trims can be seen around the cabin, giving the aircraft a warm atmosphere. The kitchen isn't left out, with full features such as double sinks, cabinets, drawers, etc., all of which are made from the best materials money can buy. To crown it all of these awesome specs and fittings are protected with a superior security system in the form of an anti-missile system on board. Number 4. Bill Gates, Bombardier Challenger. Microsoft co-founder and popular philanthropist Bill Gates, who is worth $120 billion, is on our list for not just having an expensive jet, but having over 4 jets and other favorable means of air travel. The software billionaire mostly lives a simple life away from the public eye, but when he spends big. His 4 private business jets include 2 Gulfstream G650ERs and 2 Bombardier Challengers, a few helicopters, and a Cessna seaplane. The airplanes are mostly used for work as Microsoft and its partners are a huge company with many workers, and as such, traveling amongst top workers including Bill Gates will be inevitable. Queuing up at the airport and getting late to crucial business meetings and dealings should be unheard of for a corporation the size of Microsoft. The $70 million rated Gulfstream business jet can carry up to 8 passengers with its spacious interiors, 4 living areas to work, dine, and entertain guests. The handcrafted leather seats and divans that convert into beds add to the cushy comfort the Gulfstream is known for. The Bombardier jets, on the other hand, can seat 19 people comfortably, and each costs about $40 million. The jet is known to have one of the biggest cabins for business jets with its immersive, luxurious fittings, and a unique ability to fly its 3,700 miles intercontinental range without refueling at full passenger capacity. Number 3. Mukesh Ambani, Boeing Business Jet 2. With a net worth of over $80 billion and taking the 11th spot of the richest men in the world, business tycoon Mukesh Ambani is loaded and loves to keep it real by spending on luxurious items, from building stunning homes to hiring the newly crowned Queen of Rap, Beyoncé, to perform live in his daughter's wedding in what was a week-long event that cost more than $100 million of the billionaire's money to bankroll. The richest man in India does like to live in luxury wherever he finds himself, and that includes getting around in his airplanes. Mukesh is the owner of a Boeing Business Jet 2 that cost $73 million, which he got after gifting a $60 million Airbus plane to his wife, Nita, on her 44th birthday. The Jet 2 build is derived from the 737-800 commercial airframe design and has been dubbed a flying hotel board, which isn't far-fetched considering how tastefully furnished the interior is. The plane's 1,004 square feet of living space can seat up to 78 passengers with an executive lounge and a private suite to go along. The interior configuration of the plane includes a well-stacked office, conference rooms, private offices, and bedrooms that have all been tastefully furnished according to the desires of the owner. The jet has the additional option of having 2 bedrooms and bathrooms instead of the layout of a living room, dining room, and master bedroom. The billionaire seems to prefer the original layout of the plane though. Number 2. Alicia Usmanov, Airbus A340-400. Once the richest man in Russia, apart from Vladimir Putin of course, whose true wealth estimate is relatively unknown, but now the 7th on the list due to several reasons, such as the sanctions on the Russian economy and the rise of other billionaires, a former majority shareholder in Arsenal Football Club, Alicia Usmanov doesn't just invest, but splashes the cash as well when he needs to. Alicia is the proud owner of one of the few Airbuses on our list, an Airbus A340-400, which he got for $230 million, and then decided to customize the aircraft to his desires with another estimated $170 million. The aircraft is lauded to be the biggest aircraft in Russia, surpassing that of President Putin. Besides the lavish and extremely cozy interior, the details of which are not privy to the public, the Airbus can reach a maximum speed of 600 miles per hour and range of 8,000 miles, which is the distance of flying from Moscow to Tokyo. Number 1. Prince Alwaleed bin Talal, Boeing 747. First on our list is the man dubbed the Warren Buffett of the Middle East due to his shrewd business dealings and high returns on investments. He owns shares in several tech outfits, including Twitter and Apple Inc. Prince Alwaleed has built his business empire from his numerous investments, and having lived in luxury all his life, getting around his various enterprises should be immersed in luxury, including his private jets. So it isn't the fact that a billionaire acquired a private jet, but what is shocking is how the prince customized his jet and at what cost. The most remarkable jet amongst the prince's aircrafts is the Boeing 747, which can seat over 400 passengers and cost about $150 million fresh out of the factory. Yet the shrewd businessman invested over $300 million to turn the already impressive aircraft into an actual flying palace befitting a prince. Within the 5,000 square feet of living space are expensive plush cabins, large conference rooms, special seating for minors, a dining table that can seat 14 passengers, a throne, 2 well-furnished bedrooms, and many other luxurious fittings. So, which plane from our list would you board? Give your answers in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And remember, you always have a choice. Choose luxury anytime.